can do this. This is not part of my talk. Or
Your
is
voice
that better?
carries
How
that.
about you guys? Is that better?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, good. It's a joy to be here. And we're talking about gratitude. I wasn't sure. Have you talked about gratitude all month of November?
Correct.
And I'm like the grand finale, so everything that I'm saying might have been said or not, right? I have a story to tell about my Thanksgiving dinner, which for the first time I had it at my home, my little condo. And I invited my family and a few friends. And believe it or not, at my age, are you with me? At my age,
You're not that old.
I'm not that old, Richard. I love you. I love you. I had never cooked a turkey. I'm kind of embarrassed. Here I am up telling Jesus and everybody. I had never cooked a turkey. And everyone, I am glad to announce, everyone who came to my home was thankful that the turkey came out okay. I was thankful that the turkey came out okay. I was talking to Jo. She said over the years she's cooked between 40 and 50 turkeys. Let's give her a hand. And it turned out every time. I never asked how it turned out. It turned out every time. I'm sure it did. So those kinds of things make me grateful. I mentioned I'm a youth and family minister, and one of the things that we do every week at Seaside with the kids is that we have our gratitude circle. So we sit in a circle and we have a little ball that we pass around, and they say their name and their age and what they're thankful for, which I like that idea. Now what you get sometimes, the little ones, they come up and say, I'm grateful for my mommy and daddy. And at that age, yeah, that's what you're grateful for, and then there's the next age that might say, I'm grateful for my Power Ranger or my video game. And we just let that go, and as we give them the spiritual principles that we all know, eventually our goal would be that a Power Ranger would go to a friend in need or something. But doesn't always happen under my watch, but that's my goal. So gratitude, I'm going to sum everything up, what Jerry said. I don't care what he said. I am going to sum everything up. And that is that gratitude, to me, is the most powerful principle in our teaching. Gratitude is my go-to principle. Some people go to being one, go to wholeness. I go to gratitude because for me it's something that is very centering, it's very grounding, and this is just me, but I'm planting seeds of what gratitude might be in your life as we, it's deep-seated. It's definitely something that we have in our toolbox, our spiritual toolbox with our prayer and our meditation and our spiritual practices. Just going to invite to put gratitude in there. So take a minute now. I know you might have done this. Turn to your neighbor and say one thing that you're grateful for and why.
What are you grateful for? One thing that I am
Could be, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I can understand that. I'm grateful.
Because, no, I meant be here existing.
That's great.
Yes, we do.
One thing I'm
Yeah.
grateful for, you know, the first thing I thought of was life. But I think I'm going with life here.
The idea of family.
Yeah.
First
yeah.
thing,
Oh,
but
that's good.
But
for women, we always give.
That's really good.
Any sharing wants to go? Is it just, what are they grateful for? Okay, it's a close spiritual community, everyone wants to share.
We like it.
And, well, I thank you for sharing with your partner, and I think getting in touch with what we're grateful for allows it to grow and grow. You know, saying thanks is not the same thing as being grateful. Do you agree with that? Saying thanks, you say thanks, you say thanks when your aunt gives you a scarf for the 3rd year in a row, an ugly scarf for the 3rd year in a row, and you do, what do you say?
Yeah.
Thanks, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for the thought.
You know, but are you grateful? Because being grateful is much more deep-seated than that. You know, it comes from here. It is filled with emotion, and you can feel it in your body. Sometimes not. So it's a very powerful thing, this thing called gratitude, that we are looking at. So my story, my gratitude story, is that I had a health challenge, and I had a lump in my body, and I did treatment and was sometimes concerned, don't tell Jerry, sometimes concerned, but when I found out that it was not malignant, and I'm telling you this because of the all body experience, I was grateful. Have you ever had that? Have you ever had that feeling with a friend that I am so grateful? It's in every, it's really in every cell of your body, this gratitude. So we have saying thanks for the scars, and now we're into gratitude for that deep blessing that we receive when we are given not a second chance, but we're given good news about our health. So on a lighter note, I work again at Seaside, and I drive up the 5 to get to Seaside. And one day I was driving. Somebody asked if I was doing the speed limit.
Were you doing the speed limit?
I was not doing the speed limit. And I saw behind me a police car. This is such an old story, It's the oldest story in the book. I saw the siren, and I saw this police car, and what did I have? A pit in my stomach. I had a pit in my stomach. I thought I was being stopped. And I watched him as he pulled around me and went off to stop a car that was ahead of me. This is another kind of grateful. Very grateful. My checkbook was very happy about that. So the idea is to, if you ever wonder, there is no idea to what I said. There's no idea. Condoleezza Rice was visiting a very prestigious school that taught piano. And of course, she was a renowned piano player herself. And one of the students asked, how did you get to be who you are? Which meant, how did you get to be Secretary of State? And she said, you enroll as a piano major and go from there. Well, that's what she did. She was a fantastic piano player, wanted to be a concert pianist. But the point is that, you know, we create a plan of, and we are very grateful that we took the time to create this plan. And yet the wisdom comes from when we know and trust that we will be guided on the next step of our journey. Is that not right? Okay. So we start with the piano major, and there are many steps along the way to get to Secretary of State. But the one consistent thing that must be in place is gratitude. Gratitude, every step. Has anyone ever started here, wanted to get here, and when they got here, disappointed? No? Sure.
Yeah.
Come on, be with me. Am I the only one? Am I the only
No.
one? But we do that. We do that. Why is it taking that? Why isn't it taking as long as I would like? And the posture that we stay in, because we know we're guided and guarded on our path, is gratitude. Every step we are shown, we know, we stand in gratitude, knowing that in this point in time, because we all live in the, raise your left hand if you live in the present moment.
If you what?
Live in the present moment.
Sure.
Sometimes.
I'm telling Jerry. When we live in the present moment, then we live in gratitude, knowing that we will be shown what our next step is. That's my Condoleezza Rice story. If you're so willing, or if you'll indulge me in an affirmation, so after I say it, you can say it. And that is, I am grateful for each step on my path.
I am grateful for each step on my path.
Michael Beckwith, who is a leader in our movement, talks about ideas of gratitude, and he takes it a little bit deeper. He says that when we are grateful for absolutely everything, we literally raise our vibration. We raise our vibration when we are able to accept absolutely everything. So when I started to look about that, about raising my vibration, I'm like, this would be good. Like that, raising your vibration. So how do you do that? Well, the first thing that I did and looked at, I read this and I've done it myself. But the first thing is that I look at my perception. How do I see things? How do I look at things in my life, in my work, in my relationships? Is anyone replaying what was said at Thanksgiving dinner? Anything like that? What is my perception? What, you know? And knowing that, I remember that the challenging things in my life are, they're not who I am. They are effects. Just effects. They are not who I am. And as I know this, and as I know that I am a divine child of God, and that I can be thankful for my life. Are you still with me?
Yeah.
Perception, okay,
Good.
good. Sharp. Sharp. You were sharp. When I'm thankful for who I am, what I am in my life, I start feeling better about things, and what do you think happens? You know, the head gets cleared, and the vibration begins to rise. And the point is, this vibration rising, part of it is being gratitude, that it is part of shifting. Part of that shifting. So again, this gratitude is a tool that we shift our perception first, the way we look at things, and then we allow our vibration to increase. So it all starts with gratitude. And in this case, seeing everything, being grateful for everything. I am grateful for this. I'm just grateful. It's a posture. It's a way of being. It's a way of living. It's a way of perceiving the world, that every person and everything that comes into my life, I am grateful for. I may not like it. I may not know why, but I am grateful, and I receive it, and I honor that. So please, I will be giving an affirmation, and then you can repeat it. I shift my vibration with ease.
I shift my vibration with ease.
And so, gratitude is really my go-to place. Because in my estimation, it helps me shift off emotions. I can't be that angry when I look around and I see this beautiful day, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful for my friends, and I look that I have a car. So for me, using gratitude in that way to shift off where we are possibly not. And so my invitation to you is to step into gratitude. Feel it deeply, know it, look for ways and people and situations, look for to be grateful for, and then revel in how good you feel.
Thank you.
Thank you.